Hey you guys, my name is NK.
And it's your favorite girl, Ify.
Whatever, and we are Dashiki Diaries. We are live on set of Mic Check with Stylist B.
Mic Check with Stylist B.
Mic Check with Stylist B.
Hey.
Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B.
Hello and welcome back to season 2 of Mic Check with me, the one and only Stylist B. I'm so excited to be back in front of you all. I mean, you guys have showed so much love. You've liked, you've subscribed, you've shared, you've posted and then reposted. And as a result, I believe you want to see more of me and my amazing guests. And so that's why I'm here with episode 1 of season 2 with the beautiful duo of Dashiki Diaries. How are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Well, these people are like family.
Yeah.
Okay, we go way, way back. Please introduce yourselves and then we'll get into it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I will go ahead and let the seniors start.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Where we come from. She should be the one to sit down first.
If
I was to come
that explains the relationship too, though.
Does it make sense now?
I'm putting it all together now.
Listen, that shade is unnecessary. Okay.
She's a senior.
Okay, but anyways, hi you guys. My name is NK Obiako of Dashiki Diaries.
Yes, and my name is Ify Obiako. So obviously, if you haven't understood, now you get that we are sisters.
That I knew, right?
Yes, a lot of people actually confuse us for twins.
Really?
I enjoy that.
I don't enjoy it.
Why?
I
You're older.
so enjoy it. What's funny is
senior.
listen. When we were younger, I used to cry every time I would see my parents come back home from shopping. Oh, we got you guys outfits. The same thing. I hated it. I hated it. But now,
what's the age difference?
like a year and a few months.
In a few months, right?
But now I live for matching, and that's actually like one thing that we're known for, matching at various events.
Yeah.
And it's easier for us to find ourselves. Just ask, have you seen the girl that looks just like me?
Right.
Yeah, I just saw you over there. Thank you. I'm going.
Well, that's what I find funny. So, I mean, you know, we go way back. Like promo days, smiling faces.
Yes.
And what I found interesting is people did actually say, no, I just saw you. Like, tell me I just saw you. I'm like, no, you didn't. She was with me. No, she was over there. I'm like, you don't tell somebody you just saw them if they said they weren't there.
It's really, really funny. Really, really funny.
I don't think we look alike though. That's the interesting thing about this whole dynamic.
No, but I think your energy is alike.
Maybe.
I don't think you look alike. I mean, I think you favor, obviously, right? But don't we all, right?
Right.
But I think your energy matches each other. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So if you
I would
just
definitely
quickly
agree.
glanced and you didn't really like take a time to look, then it would be like, especially when the hair and stuff is alike.
That's the thing. A lot of times
true.
we have the same hair, same shirt, pants, same shoes. Like today, it's different, but
Well, I will say this: that I don't choose to look alike. But
did the senior pick that?
the senior obviously is.
How dare you, stylist?
I'm sorry. One time, I'm not gonna say it anymore.
She's in tune with marketing and the idea of branding. So a lot of that comes to play when we start to talk about how do we brand our business, how do we brand our personalities and our lifestyles and things of that nature.
But it works.
So it does work because it is catchy. We've noticed that people like to see
You're drawn to that.
2 of the same thing or 3 of the same thing. That's why we say, oh, how cute twins.
Double the fun.
Yeah. They're triplets. How awesome. So that's proven. So
So okay, I know that I know you and what you do and how fantastic you are. But I really want you to take the time to tell the audience, what is Dashiki Diaries?
Absolutely. So, I mean, senior, if it's okay, I'll go ahead and I'll
Oh, Lord Jesus. You know what? I'll have my younger one. Okay? Y'all do this for me.
So, a little bit about Dashiki Diaries. So, what's interesting is the company has kind of evolved as we've been growing, right? So, what happens is when you start with one idea, it then begins to spread and it becomes something else.
When you're putting the work in.
Absolutely, when you put the work in. So, when we started Dashiki Diaries was strictly a media company. Right? And what our job was to tell the unspoken stories of the African diaspora, right? So, to bring truth and to bring light to what our culture, right? Through events, through radio, through television, things of that nature. That was the initial goal. And what happened to us was with putting the work in, we quickly reached that goal, right? So we started collaborating and working with news outlets in Nigeria,
in the UK,
in the US. In the US, and that's pretty much people who push the voice of the African diaspora. We were able to reach out and interview some of the biggest celebrities in our culture, you know, like Femi Kuti,
P Square,
Two-Face, Whiskey,
various people. Which we're very fortunate for, because not everyone is able to achieve that within the short time frame. That we did that, but that means for us that there's something we were doing that was working and was being well received. So that was an absolute honor and privilege to cover some of the biggest events for Africa.
So that's the media side of it, right? So we told ourselves one day, how awesome would it be to like chat with Two-Face, who is a really big artist, and all of a sudden, you know, the power of visualization, which I want to talk more about because of you and I as well when we had a conversation. But the power of visualization, just a few months later, we were interviewing Two-Face. So then we started saying, if it's this easy to say that we can do something,
put it out there,
let's keep on doing that. So we started hitting those marks of what we wanted to in terms of goals, right, for our market, in the media market for us. So we said, all right, media can be done. Obviously, we've done it. Right. What can we do now?
And well.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we added marketing there. We said, all right, if we can attach media to marketing, then that's how we can really push our agenda for the African diaspora.
Right.
So we said, all right, how do we do this? We start collaborating with people that throw events. We start collaborating with people that have festivals and things of that nature, and we kind of input the voice of Africa into whatever they're doing. So that's how we started collaborating with the New Orleans Film Festival, the Film Society,
Society, and they put on the New Orleans Film Festival and French Film Festival. We've worked on various projects in Houston, Atlanta, New York, One Africa Music Fest, Freema. We've done there's some really big comedy shows. Comedy shows are really big in Nigeria, especially where we're from. So we worked with different brands from there. We've worked with designers, Uhuru. Our favorite, we love you, Uhuru. We've also done a bunch of things on radio too. That's also kind of how we started too, on
the media
radio.
Elements,
the media element. We started off on WBOK. We then had our own personal show on MFAM radio. So we were able to hit all these different markets and also make appearances on TV as well.
Now tell me, how does it feel, because you mentioned a bunch of like huge artists from Africa, right? And so you live there, you come here, and then you get those great opportunities. Is that like weird?
It is.
You know what I mean?
You know what's crazy about it is, I'm sorry if I'm cutting you off.
No, Junior.
This happens to us all the time, and I have to respect the senior. So
Junior, you may continue.
Thank you. But what's so crazy about what you just said? It is weird, because what happens is there are a lot of people that are in the African sector that have not, and they're right there, smack daddy in face of these,
in the middle of
of these huge celebrities, and they have not even begun to cross the bridge to getting to them. But we found a strategic way to say, hey, you know what? You do this, and we do this. How can we do this together? Right? So we've thought about it. There's strategy, there's planning, there's communication. We don't just, it's like, you don't just walk into Beyonce's room and say, I'm going to interview today, Beyonce. No. And that's the same thing with these big artists. We don't just walk into Two-Face's room and say, I'm going to interview you. It's a lot of work beforehand to get there. So I think that's what we say. And what happens is, by using our network of people, we start to make friends here and there. It gives us credibility.
I'm about to say, you build clout that way.
Builds it.
And I think it's weird that it works like this, but I think too, being here, it's like, oh, they're coming all the way from this place to come here, even though you were there first. You know what I mean? And then you get credit because even though you're coming from here, but they're from here.
Absolutely.
So it's like, it's such a double whammy, because if you had been there doing the show, it's like, oh, they're just local people doing a local show. But now you're international. You know what I mean? Coming across whatever borders to get there. So it's amazing how the human mind works when it comes to valuing something.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And also investing your time and energy is very important. We have not even hit our peak yet. You know, we are still growing. But one thing Ify and I are able to do a lot of times successfully is visualize. It's very good to have someone else you can convey your message to, an idea, and communicate with. You know, there's accountability. Even if we're running somewhere late, there's accountability for it. Who did this? What happened? How will we not do this? Okay? We had a little incident. But we're very good with accountability. and then visualizing.
Yeah.
A lot of times we say, we want this. We will do this. We will get here. And it may sound, God, like far-fetched. Oh my God, how is this going to happen? But
to the normal eye, it sounds crazy.
God makes a way, and then we get there.
Yeah.
And then you have to invest time and energy.
Yeah.
And honestly, your funds too in your business.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
Well, and I so a lot of times
you better than you.
Exactly. So a lot of times when we do, when I do the sit down, I talk to artists and entrepreneurs about the struggle and like getting there. And I think with social media making everything, every time I see you guys are glammed up, you're at an event, you're doing amazing things, and you don't get to see the behind the scenes from the Instagram shot. You know what I mean? And so I preach that all the time. Like, if I'm not going to invest in myself, why would someone else invest in myself?
Yes.
In me. You get what I'm saying? So I think that that's important, and the consistency.
Yeah.
But even with something being far-fetched, like I sat down with Ify and I talked to you about wanting to do this show because I had so many artist friends doing amazing things that I thought should have a platform, but also to talk about both sides of it. You know what I mean? And so I think, to me, and how I function is, if I'm able to see it here, then I believe it's able to be done.
It's possible.
Because then it wouldn't be put in me if it wasn't for me to do.
And I love that you said that, because now that we're on the topic of visualization, if I can share with the audience a little bit about when you reached out to me and you said, "Hey, Ify, can we chat? Like, you have this really awesome idea." And obviously, like everyone knows, I'm Team Stylist. So I was ready to chat with you.
You take your time and talk.
I was ready to chat with you about what I couldn't imagine what you would have talked to me about, but I was ready to chat about it.
You actually said that. You was like, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad or whatever.
Let's just do it, right? Let's do it. Because that's also the power of your connections and working with your immediate circle.
Yeah.
So I knew that I wanted to be on board with whatever you were doing. So when we had lunch, and it's so funny, when we had lunch, you had so much going on. You had the baby, you were coming from work.
Talk about the behind the scenes.
That is exact reflection of behind the scenes. Because right now, all people see is gorgeous stylists, but they don't know.
You are beautiful, dear.
I'm playing.
Yo, you are beautiful.
But they don't know the amount of work and the effort it takes and the team that it takes to put on such a production. But what you did that was so powerful that I don't think a lot of people do is, when we sat down, you first of all addressed you were accountable. You said, these are all the things that could go wrong. Right?
Yeah, I was
right. But this is what I believe can go right. And we just sat there and I was like, yeah. Totally, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. And what about this? You can do it. You can do it. And then I think just a few months
later, we were filming.
A month later, you were up. Mic check with Stylist B.
That's right.
You can't make this stuff up.
Because I don't like to waste time. Remember when I reached out, I was like, if we're sitting down, I'm gonna get it done. Yeah. Because I get a lot of calls too about like different things people want to do, but then they don't follow through. So I started taxing people when there's no shade. It's nothing wrong with putting a price on your time.
It's true.
Now for friends, like if any, you guys call me, I'm always showing up because I know it's not a waste of my time. But I've sat with people who are not really committed to their own craft. So now I've given you 2 of my hours, which, as you can see with the sit down, I was doing like 5 different things,
at the
but
same
still
time.
trying to be completely present with her and taking notes.
Yes.
So for me to give up 2 hours is a big thing.
Yeah.
And so I've started doing like consultation fees. But before that, I would always. So that's why, if you remember when I first called, I said, I promise it won't be a waste of your time. You're like, it's you. I'm like, but I'm just saying, because I've done that. Like, want to see people win, sit down with them for hours, and nothing came to fruition.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to say, I want to take this time, I think I'm speaking on behalf of both of us, my junior and I.
You have the power.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you. Junior, she know nothing yet. Okay? But we admire your professionalism.
Yeah.
Your consistency, your organization, and your team, okay?
Yeah.
We've been on different sets. We have been to different events, as you guys know, and whatnot. But today, the way we were received, the way you handled before, present, and how I know you will handle after has been absolutely fantastic.
And it's a testament to the work that you
do
in the future.
And initially, when I met you, that you see no talk. Initially, when I met you, I said, that name's Stylist. She must be creative somehow. And you have exceeded my expectations, dear. I just want you to know that. And we wish you the best.
Having a moment
with
too much.
Everything that you do. No, and I'm gonna be really honest, because we've known stylists for a while.
Yeah.
Initially, we were not. Of course, we clicked, but we were not very close yet.
Yeah.
As time went on, we've learned about each other. This girl has been with us through our own struggles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't forget that. I want you to understand that. So to see you here, keep on shining and keep on doing your thing, Queen, because I just want you to know, we are on board for whatever you are doing. Support it in any way. What we can do, we will do it for you. And you've done the same for us. Yeah. It's you now. It's you.
And that's the power. And
so it's great.
And to piggyback off of that, so we can kind of like segue from there. That's the power of collaboration. And that's the power of visualization. So when people ask us what it is that we do, we collaborate with people that have vision. Yeah. That's what we do. And we do that, and we push our agenda, but we push the agenda of everyone as well.
Yeah, and you guys are really great at that. I will admit that. Like, there's always going to be a part of the event that is strictly Dashiki Diaries, and I can see that. But it does not overshadow or hinder the overall event.
The overall
vision.
You
know what I mean? And I've always seen you guys out, and I'm really trying to pull it together.
Oh,
because,
guys, we really just had a moment here.
It was a real moment. I'm trying to keep it professional. And my makeup gotta last the whole time. I can't do this myself, okay? But I will take that time to say thank you to my team. Like, my team is, I couldn't, God damn it. I'm so mad at you.
I think what you're trying to say is that your team is
tell me what I'm trying to say.
It's the core and it's the foundation of your vision.
Finding people who have your vision and wanting to achieve with you, girl. Y'all, it's hard.
That's all we do.
Hard. It's very hard.
And if I can quickly talk about another element of what we do is curating specialty events for our clients. Yeah. So our clients come to us and they say, for instance, we wanna show our movie. We think we have this cool movie and we want to show it. And we go back into our meeting room and we go back and we talk to our team and we say, hey, our client wants to show a movie, but how do we make the Dashiki Diaries shine? Yeah. So you know what? We're gonna theme this movie. We're gonna call this event Hollywood Meets Nollywood. Right. And we're gonna get a red carpet, and then we're going to invite all the social media influencers. They will be there. And just like that, our client wants to show their movie, and then 350 people later. I'm about to say
it was so much bigger than that.
It's bigger than the movie.
Like a whole production.
That's how you curate a specialty event.
So first of all, that's how you know it's a media, because you know I was going to segue into that. But since we are here, and thank you for shifting it so I can get back to my job.
She's good at that.
But you guys are really amazing at doing that. And last year I went to Hollywood Meets Nollywood, and it was a huge, I mean, I don't even think you knew the huge success it would be. Because I spoke with you before, you were like, I love that you always say we're just doing it. The just needs to be completely removed, because it's like it's a whole ordeal.
Production,
You know, there was a red carpet, there's a panel, there's a screening, and it was a good movie. Yeah. By the way, and then you get to meet the actors in the play, and then that even transitioned to a whole nother movie being done with some people from here. So you know you made that possible. Yeah. You guys are connectors. You made that the people who are in the movie who are from here would not have been in the movie shot in Africa had it not been for Dashiki Diaries. Yeah, you know what I mean. So you create opportunities, and so now you're doing it again this year. Yes. So it's happening this month. It's literally around the corner. I hope you're not frantic, because countdown mode. So tell me time, date, location, and how they can get tickets to it.
Yes. So when it comes to that frantic mode, Ify is very good at putting me in check. Okay.
I've seen it.
Because sometimes I can be like, oh God, okay, how are we gonna handle this? But this one, we are so excited about this one that's coming up. This is Hollywood Meets Nollywood, the second annual event, and the theme is A Night with the Royals. Okay. So the event is going to be taking place on April 27th, which is a Saturday, and we are partnered with the New Orleans Jazz Markets. They saw what happened last year. They believe in the dream, so it's going to be happening again at the same location. We are currently sold out of gold box tickets. Very, very excited about that. So we still have some VIP tickets left, and also general admission tickets. VIP tickets are $50. General admission are $25. And the whole concept of our event is to provide an experience. That's what we do within the brand. We want to provide networking, excellence, and professionalism. Yeah. So we're very excited about that. We're going to have another panel with actually not just actors and people who are film enthusiasts. No, what it takes, who it takes to put together a film. Production behind the scenes, in front of the camera, and also after. We want to highlight all of those different elements.
So they will be on the panel this year, as opposed to just having the actors on the panel.
Actors and people within
this year we want
film
the
industry.
We want the video people. We want the project manager. We want the director.
Yeah, the full picture.
Yeah, we want to dissect this. How does this come?
What does it take?
And I'll be in the building. I'll definitely be there. I might have to pull out my mic and do
some mic check.
I might have to do
mic
some
check
mic
with
check.
Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B.
Listen, my director, he might be embarrassed if I say this, but I will say it on camera. If it doesn't make the episode, it's because he cut it out. But my editor is actually the one on the song. We were like, we want something super simple, that's catchy.
I knew it. I heard
my
the voice.
Toxic is on the. He's like, I'm still getting the boot, and it was the first time I get to boss him around.
Nikki told me, she goes, I think that's toxic.
I was like, you give me a little bit more. You give me a little more. He's like, he's talking about turn my mic up. I'm like, I was like, shut up. Don't even. But no, so it's amazing though, because literally everybody that I know, like when they see me, they start singing the song. Like, you're right.
Because it's so catchy.
It's catchy.
That's what it is. It's about what is catchy. What sells. Branding sells. Being twinsies sells. So it's totally catchy. And I think I'll end this conversation about Hollywood Meets Hollywood by saying, of course, April 27th is the event. It's a Saturday. It starts at 6. Tickets are still available, and hopefully should still be available by the time you get your ticket.
Okay.
And a night with the Royals. What that theme is pretty much what the foundation of the movie is, right? We have actors that went from New Orleans to Nigeria, and they shot a production. So just know, think prince, princess, queen, king.
Your best opulence.
It's a night with the Royals. Yes. So we, and people, if they don't get to experience it, they'll hear about it.
And they'll get to experience different cultures through the movie too. And I think that's amazing.
Yes.
So you don't have to firsthand. You can kind of get a feel for it. So I think that's awesome.
That's what we love. We try to bridge that gap between the Africans, the African diaspora, the U.S. We want to make connections and see what can grow and build from there. That's the overall purpose of the brand. And we also are going to have some actors coming in as well from Africa for this event. Opportunities can be created in scenarios like this, like these. So we want to make sure people do, of course, come with their best, showing off their best to attract the best.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I like a feed into
in
conclusion. So, and another question I have, because now you kind of told me you had a client that wanted to screen a movie. So I know how this came about. Well, we just came off of the Afro Brunch NOLA, which was a huge success. How did we come up with that?
So interesting enough, we on all our social media pages, we tell people, we give them our email address and we say partner with us. That's people's call to action is like buy this product or retweet this. Our call to action is always partner with us because we recognize the importance of collaboration. So what happened is someone saw our call to action and said partner with us and said, you know what, we're gonna do it, right? So our colleagues from Amplify Africa, which is an awesome organization based in LA, and they do something very similar to what we do, but even in a more enhanced version because there's a huge African market in LA. Right? So they organize specialty events. They've done the after party for BET awards. Like they do so many awesome stuff. And they said, hey, guess what, girls? We have this cool thing coming up, an idea. I said, what's the idea? They said, we want to have a brunch for charity, but we want to have it in like 20 cities all around the world on the same day at the same time. Right? So we're like, Countess said, partner with us. Like, how do we get involved in this? They're like, all right, all you have to do is just host a brunch, invite all of your allies and people who love Afro beats and who love like charity and things like that, and let them come in and just have a great time. That's what we're doing all around the world. So that's what we did. So we went ahead and we started doing what we do best. We reached out to all of our connections. We said, hey, Auction House Market, can you partner with us on this? They're like, done.
Sure.
All right. We said, Casmi.
Because you don't tell Dashiki Diaries no. So I know, I've tried.
I'll be like, why?
Never successfully done.
Why not? Why not? But that's what we did. So, and once again, to touch on the power of visualization, Nikki walked into that venue one day for an event. Beautiful, gorgeous venue. It's called the Auction House Market. It's on Magazine Street. She walked in there. She said, I'm going to have an event here. Right?
I was with my dear friend Fernando.
So not shy of 6 months later, I think she made good on her promise. She said, I wanted to reach out to those people. And we did. And they said yes, because they believe in the vision, right? It's about being in alignment with people who believe in your vision. So we reached out to a live performer. We said, Casmi, you're a live performer. Can you be at an event? She said yes. We reached out to John McCann. We said, you're a pastor for Vintage Nights.
I went to his event for Vintage Nights, saw it, and I said,
she said he'll be in our event.
He said he's going to be in our event one day. If he's like, what is it? I said, he will be in our event one day.
And that's all we did. All we started doing is making good on the promises of our visualization.
Right.
So we started cashing in all those checks. You're coming. You're coming.
Keisha Logan,
Keisha,
DC Paul. We have Melissa McClendon of the Realtors here, Women Realtors Association here. So yes.
So that's all we did. All we can do is, when we're presented with an idea, is reach out to our contacts, make it happen, and make good on our visualizations.
Yeah.
So
but I'm actually going to add something more. You actually claim it, because so I believe in like the power of the tongue. Like whatever you speak is what it will be. So if you're speaking negativity, that's what you'll have. If you're speaking positivity, that's what you'll have.
Yeah.
And every time you've said something, it wasn't a question, it was a statement, which made it a fact.
Yeah. And we just we keep it tucked away somewhere, and we say, don't worry, we're gonna make good on that promise. We're coming back. It may not be today, it may not be next year, but we're gonna make good on that promise.
Yeah, I don't know if you, I mean, I know we've been playing it, but if you're listening, like we're dropping jewels here, you gotta start claiming what's yours undeniably.
Yeah.
Okay, period. Like there's no time left to play around.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm gonna segue to something a little bit lighter, since we were talking about the Afro brunch, NOLA, and Afro beats, right? You guys are the concierges of Afro beats. Like you can make me a mixtape anytime.
I definitely can.
And actually, I'm gonna ask for one on air. So.
Oh my God! I got
you,
girl.
That was all set up. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a little game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the scenario where the media is taking place, and you're gonna tell me the soundtrack we should put behind it.
Ooh.
You have to say the artist, because we don't know them as well. So that way we'll start listening to different artists.
Okay.
I don't play around with games.
You
Let's
ready?
go.
All right. So this media is the red carpet after the Grammys.
Ooh. Oh Jesus. I'm gonna let you take this one. Take this one. Wizkid. What song?
You gotta give me a little bit of how it goes.
Starboy gay for you.
I like that one.
Okay. Wizkid, and what's the name of the song?
Okay.
Is it Fever?
Fever with Tiwa Savage.
Yes.
Okay,
And by the way,
there we
Wizkid was on that song One Dance with
Drake.
So
Okay.
he's that voice that you hear. That you hear in the
Oh, all right.
That's Wizkid.
Okay, we're doing media after a graduation.
It's my turn. Oh Jesus. I had one really good one. I had a powerful
Money follow you.
Hey,
Banana follow you. Hey, brother follow you. Hey, cause I'm in love with you. Hey, money follow you.
Okay, now who's that
Davido.
That's Davido. And it's a song saying like you know, blessings rain on you.
That paparazzi is gonna follow you. Money is gonna follow you.
Okay.
I love you.
Right
Keep it
after
going.
graduation. I did this.
Yes.
I see you claiming that for their life.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Last one. You're doing media after. You ready?
Yeah, you said that.
A doctor's appointment.
Oh Jesus. You gotta.
The test was negative.
You have to be crazy. Hey, what's something I did? This type of like.
No, I'm trying to think.
Crazy bad.
Oh my God. Wait, negative? I have a positive one, but oh my God.
No, that means it's positive.
It's
positive when it's negative.
Chimamanda, Chimamanda, not that, Amanda. That means my God will never fail me.
Okay.
Yes, yes. By flavor.
Flavor, and what's the name of it?
Chimamanda.
My God will never fail me.
Ain't going good. Translation. Won't he do it?
That's a good one.
Anyway, thank y'all for playing with me. You know, I love to be silly, but I really do appreciate you stopping by Mic Check with Stylist B.
Yes.
I appreciate the initial sit down for us to even be here, and then I just appreciate really the relationship and the friendship that we've had over the years, because every time I see you consistently winning, it makes me want to continue to win as well.
Yes.
So make sure you give them all your social media so they know where to follow and like.
Absolutely. Let me go ahead and do that. So once again, Instagram, Facebook,
all of it.
It's all Dashiki Diaries.
Literally our shirt. What's on our shirt?
Branding. You see them.
Dashiki Diaries.
Right? I told you we have to keep on branding. Even when we don't know we're branding.
Exactly.
Yes.
But Dashiki Diaries on all of our social media. Follow us. You know,
Our website.
Slide in our inbox. Like we love that.
For business.
Like, shoot us that DM. Let's collaborate. Let's work.
Our website is www.dashikidiaries.com. Okay, check us out. Email info@DashikiDiaries.com.
I'm sorry, I don't know if you caught that.
No, because I was telling her, you got to be specific. You can't say slide in my DM. You have to say for business and collaboration.
No funny business.
No funny business. Unless it's a comedy. That's it.
But please do check us out, see what we have going on. We also want to learn more about you, about what you guys are offering, also within the city and nationally as well. Even internationally, we are very, very interested in what's going on and the new, I guess I would say, relationships that we can build.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And like they always say, let's partner.
Let's partner. Let's collaborate. Let's work.
Right. Let's work.
Whichever one you want to do.
Whichever one. But we're doing one of them.
But before we go, can we just close out with the theme song? Mic check.
Well, yes, we can. Wait, because I have gifts, and then we can do
Okay.
Yes, it's the magic arm. I just magically reach, and it appears. It's so amazing. So I have. Okay.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much.
You know we love gifts.
Oh,
I know.
Oh, wear this.
I know you will.
Oh, yes,
and
I
it'll
will.
be great branding. I wasn't even thinking about that, but I know how to rock.
Oh, don't play with me.
Oh, no,
I'm wear this.
no,
I'm gonna wear this.
you.
Oh, yes,
No,
we got our
thank y'all.
shirts.
Yes, mic check
With Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B.
Mic check.
Mic check with Stylist B. Mic check with Stylist B.
Okay, we'll see you next time. You already know what it is. Until next time, remember, never let anyone dim your light or mute your mic. Peace. Take it, ladies.
Peace. Mic check with Stylist B.